Time is like gravity. After swimming today, I took off my wet swimming costume, and what I did was I was wringing it out, right? This is not my swimming costume, this is just a towel, but I was wringing out the water, and I absolutely hate doing that. It's the thing I hated the most when I was traveling and I didn't have a washing machine of my own, was washing my clothes and mostly wringing out that water. And it reminded me of my good friend Mamta of Divine Retreats, and she said, you know what, I have a great method, especially for washing bed sheets. She would wash her bed sheets and then she would just leave them there, and then gravity would take care of the rest, and gravity would just, make the remaining water drip down, and then she would obviously hang it in a place that was warm, with sunlight, and it would dry very fast, and she didn't have to wring it. And I was just like, whoa, this woman's a genius. Gravity can take care of it. I don't actually have to be there wringing out every little bit of a huge bed sheet, right? So as I was wringing my swimming costume, I thought to myself, this is exactly like life is. And let me tell you what I mean. When we are born, I believe the first breath we take is the first second that we come to life, that we get ourselves into this thing called time. Our time starts, I believe, from our very first breath. And there will come a point where we stop breathing and our time ends. But in between, I feel like it's a bit like gravity, right? Here's a little peach. I love peaches these days. But if I toss this peach up in the air, I'm glad I caught that. I wouldn't want to bruise the peach. At some point, after we're born, we're launched into time. And for a lot of us, we're just drifting, knowing that this time is about to come to an end. Much like wringing out the clothes, much like that gravity that is allowing the water to drip down from those bed sheets. Yes, there's nothing wrong, objectively speaking, in just allowing ourselves to drift through time until we have none left. But we can also take action, can't we? If I toss this up and I catch it right now before it falls to the ground, that's it, I've caught it. It is now in a place, right? It's in the place where I want it to be. It's in my hand, it's not on the floor. So if you imagine like wringing out the water, right, and each droplet is just a day in your life, you can use that time. That's what I'm trying to get at. You can use the time in places, in situations, doing activities, and being who you authentically truly are. This is about us getting to know ourselves and moving our life in the direction, our energy. Time in a way is just energy. Some people have a lot of time, they don't have energy. Some people have a very short amount of time and they get a lot done because they have that energy to do it, right? So this whole metaphor of wringing out the water and catching the peach and all of this is not saying, well, your time is coming to an end, so let it come to an end. It's the opposite. What I'm trying to say here is, while you are drifting through time, while you are alive, while you're watching this video, there are things that you could be doing that make you feel truly passionate, alive, fired up. Why not just do that with the time that you have in your life? So similarly, time is a stretch that we have been allowed. But with so many of us who are aimlessly drifting, we genuinely can act. Or we can also create the environment that allows us to drift into the place. Like a lot of people, they don't believe in this whole work hard, take action, go after your dreams. But there are actions that one has to do. You have to let go of your limiting beliefs. That has to be done. You have to create an environment for the thing that you want to sprout out in fruit, right? You need to create that kind of environment. So if you feel like I'm sorry about the traffic sounds. If you feel... Again. Alright, so if you feel like there's something you want to do but you're not really sure about how to go about it, please subscribe to this channel. My name is Nandini, and my focus these days is goal setting, because I've realized I can pretty much make anything happen in my life. Anything I want can happen, and this is not because I'm special, it's because I'm figuring out ways to make that an easy and joyful process, and I would absolutely love to do the same with you, because remember, you're still 100% responsible for your life and for your reality, and I know, and I love, and I rejoice in the fact that I am too. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be speaking to you. So go ahead, subscribe, get in touch, and I will be doing another goal-setting visualization for you to decide, what do you do with this thing called time? What do you do with your time here on earth in order for it to feel awesome? In order for you to enjoy every moment and find the moments fulfilling? I remember a whole decade of my life was just spent thinking, why am I waking up every day? What is the purpose of every single thing I'm doing? There's no purpose, and I don't mean like we must have a purpose in life. It felt so unfulfilling. I did not feel any connection to what I was spending my time, my money, my energy on, my waking hours on. I was literally just drifting through what the algorithm on the social media platforms were taking me through, drifting through whichever, employer or company I was working for, not that I've worked for them for too long, I was just drifting to the needs of my clients, because I spent a lot of it working for myself and for clients. And this was so dissatisfactory to me, because I was not taking deliberate action. I was not squeezing it. I was not making it go faster. And that's not even the aim, right? You don't really want to be speeding yourself through life. Shouldn't you want to enjoy it? Like this perfect peach, which I'm about to enjoy. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. Please do subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you again. And I would love to read your comments. Bye. Time felt like a drag, because I was not doing what I wanted with it. It was boring. I'm eating this now.